Good morning, guys. It's me, Clarissa, here on Clarissa Says, where Clarissa says it all, and that is how I feel. So, I was going to do a comment Q&A because I do get some questions in my comments, and I wanted to just go over and review some of my comments and just do like a video based off of my comments today. But I get this question too much, and you know what? I'm so tired of getting this dumb behind question. And I made a video about this same question, and you know, I said I'm not gonna post it. I'm not gonna stoop down to anybody level, get anybody to get under my skin, because I have nothing to prove to anybody. But this morning I saw this question again, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna post this video. So I'm gonna do a separate video on my comment section and on questions I get in my comments, and just on the good comments that I get from people and on the not so good comments that I get from people. But today, this is about, am I from Chicago? I'm so tired of hearing that ignorant behind question. That's the most ignorant question I can get. When I do stories about Texas, I have nobody telling me, are you from Texas? When I do stories about the president, I have the president calling me saying, are you from Washington, D.C. or from New York? I don't have, when I did questions about, or a comment about, or a story about Obama, I don't have Obama hitting me up saying, am I from Chicago? I don't have Obama hitting me up saying, am I from Washington, D.C.? I don't have Amber Geiger hitting me up saying, am I from Texas? That's the dumbest shit ever. That's the dumbest question ever. What does that mean? Are you from Chicago? Like, so if I'm not from Chicago, I can't speak on Chicago? I don't care. Y'all watch the clip. Oh, before I go, if you're new to my channel, go ahead and subscribe. If you're a return subscriber, hey fam, thank you for watching this video today. And stop asking me that dumbass question. Good morning, guys. It's me, Clarissa, here on Clarissa Says, where Clarissa says it all, and that is how I feel. So, first and foremost, I wanted to go ahead and address a couple of things that I'm just so tired of seeing in the comment section. Like, I'm really tired of seeing this in the comment section. For all you guys that continuously ask me when I do Chicago videos, are you from Chicago? This video is for you. I promise you, the next person that asks me that, I'm going to just tag this video underneath the comment. Before I go into the details, I want to first say that to do a story or have a commentary or have an opinion, a theory, a statement, whatever about a city, state, or country, you do not need to be there or live there or have lived there or have been raised there to talk about it. That's just the most illiterate comment that I get. Like, that's dumb. But I'm going to address it because I'm tired of seeing it in the comment whenever I do a video. Okay? My mom's family is from Chicago. My mother was born and raised in Chicago, Illinois. When I was younger, way younger, I lived in Chicago up until the point when my great-grandmother died. My great-grandmother outlived my grandma, okay? And they are also from Chicago. I have family from all around that area, Mississippi, Wisconsin, Iowa, you know, Indiana, Chicago, Illinois, parts of Illinois, the little country parts of Illinois, everywhere, Virginia, everywhere. Up and through that up north, east, north, and west area. Like, it could go far out. Like, I have family everywhere. Okay? Virginia, it go to California, Montana. But the point is, Michigan, I have lots of family in Michigan. Let's not even go to Michigan. But the point is that my mother was born and raised in Chicago. When I was young, up until the point where I had to go to actual kindergarten, I did live in Chicago, which doesn't make a difference because all I remember is like my grandma's house, her bunnies, the brick houses, because she used to have a brick house, you know, up, down, and yeah, that's all I remember from my grandma when I used to live there. She used to have 2 bunnies. Actually, she had like 4 bunnies, but she kept 2 bunnies in each cage. So, yeah. But I still have family that I used to always go travel to. And up until the point of me having to start kindergarten, I lived in Chicago. Okay? My mother moved out of Chicago, and I stayed with my great-grandma. And I would go to my mom's house during the summer. and I will be in Chicago. And yeah, I'm looking because I'm inside my office, and so I don't want anybody, whatever. The point is, yeah, and we lived on the south side of Chicago. We lived in, well, they moved around, but the last time I went there, I had my family that lived in Washington Park. For those of you, that's the south side of Chicago. My grandma, she lived in the south side of Chicago, but then they moved her towards the time when by the time before she died, so she moved up to like more so like the northern part of Chicago, east part of Chicago. Okay. However, I have family and I've been in like literally all parts of Chicago. I've been in the northeast part. I've been in the northwest part. I've been, of course, in the south part. I have family that live, I'm not going to tell my family, but I have family that lived in Chicago, and they don't live in Washington Park anymore. So y'all can't go and look at my family that used to live in Washington Park. They don't live there no more. Just for those of you that are that type of people that live in Chicago, they don't live there no more. But the point is, they used to live right there in Washington Park, and they used to live right there next to, in those apartments that right there next to the YMCA that have the big pool. I went there. Last time I went to Chicago was in 2008. I haven't been there in a while. I'm due for a trip, but the last time I went there was in 2008, and that's where they lived. My other family was the Richie family. They lived somewhere different. I'm not going to mention where they live, but for you guys that, oh, she's not from Chicago, she's from Chicago. Okay, so, okay, I'm just saying, like, it doesn't make a difference if I live there now, live there then, ever live there. I can have a commentary on Chicago. But yes, I am from, like, well, my lineage, my family lineage is from Chicago. My great-grandmother, my great-grandpa helped Chicago build Chicago up. My great-grandpa had a cleaner's business, which built up the community. My great-grandma had a hair salon, which built up the community before they started buying out properties. Before the white man, the government came out and started buying out properties and putting drugs and guns in the communities. Before all that, yeah, my people was out there making money, helping the community, making sure that we good in the community, that we were good in the community. So my family has history and community. I have proof of that. I don't need to go into details about people's names because now you have so much information. But I got proof of that. I have proof of that. My family did their due diligence in the community, in the Chicago community, to help build that community up. I got proof of that. I got books on that. I got history for that. I know my history. A lot of us black people don't really know where they come from, who they come from, and who and what, and who did what, and who, what was who, and what they did and what didn't do. But I know my history. I know my lineage. Like I said, kings and queens. I'm a king. Did y'all catch that? I'm a king. Y'all talking about queens? F that. I'm a king. I'm royalty. There were kings that were female too back in the day. Y'all better do y'all history. This queen thing is new. I'm an empress. You know? Empresses, for those that don't know, were actually weighed as kings because they actually ruled multiple, multiple locations and multiple hierarchies and stuff like that. But that's history, y'all. Anyways, the point is, I'm tired of that question. So, this is for y'all, honey. Next time I get that question, I'm gonna just go ahead and show you this video. And I don't think that this has makes a difference in the accountability to say that I am from Chicago, ain't from Chicago, been in Chicago, live in Chicago. I don't think that makes any difference on someone making a video about Chicago. I'm gonna keep saying it throughout this video. I don't think it makes a difference. But I'm tired of hearing that question. So here it is, y'all. That's as much information you get from me as far as where I live in Chicago, the people that I know in Chicago, my family that I know in Chicago, the people that still live in Chicago. I'm not going to tell you because I still have family that live in Chicago, like up and through Chicago, because I'm from Chicago. Like, I only haven't been in Chicago because, to be honest, I've just been so wrapped around work and life, and I've been everywhere but back to Chicago to 2008. But lo and behold, 2020, probably 2021, I will be up in Chicago because I need to see my family. And it's about that time. My mom went to Chicago actually last year, so she's been to Chicago and she's seen her friends and family, whatever. But I didn't get the chance to go out to work. So the point is, I am originally from Chicago. I have records of me being in Chicago at little daycares and preschools and all that, and that doesn't make a difference either, because even though I was young. But the point is, I'm tired of y'all saying that, so please just stop saying that. Thank you. With that being said, I'm out with this video. Please go ahead and like, share, and subscribe. Watch this video if you keep wondering, am I from Chicago or not? And I will see you in my next video. Also, I don't just do videos on Chicago, so please go through all my videos and check them out. Seriously, I would appreciate it. Thanks.